Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're back for another episode on my channel, The Final Whistle, and today we're going to highlight the first leg of the Europa League quarterfinals that kicked off today. We saw Villarreal take on Dynamo Zagreb, Arsenal against Slavia Prague, Manchester United played Granada, and Ajax played AS Roma in the first leg of the quarterfinals in the Europa League. So we're going to highlight and jump right into that. If you enjoy the video, give it a like and a subscribe. And we're going to get right into things here with the first game I want to talk about, Villarreal versus Dynamo Zagreb. This game, in my opinion, I thought was going to go really anyone's way. Villarreal, a very strong side in La Liga. They had a very good start to the season, top of the league for quite a while. Same with Real Sociedad. Villarreal looked like a very strong outfit under new manager Unai Emery. Unai Emery brought in some very quality signings, like Daniel Parejo, and quite a bit more players. But his star man today showed up, Gerard Moreno, just tapping in a penalty. They didn't really. It was a very good match between both sides, in my opinion. It was a very solid game. Dynamo Zagreb showed up. Villarreal showed up. It was away at Dynamo Zagreb, so this is a massive win for Villarreal, taking a 1-0 away win, going home back to Spain, which is basically Villarreal has one foot in the driver's seat. But I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here and say Unai Emery is going to run away to the semifinals right now, because Dynamo Zagreb, we saw, was down 3-0 to Tottenham Hotspurs last leg. Yes, 3-0 to Tottenham Hotspurs. And we saw Orsic come back and just have a game of his life. Orsic had a hat-trick and advanced Dynamo Zagreb into the next leg, and they ended up moving on. And I'm not going to count out Dynamo Zagreb yet. As we see, Orsic is a fantastic player. He pulled out some worldies. This Dynamo Zagreb team I don't think they're one to doubt here. They can still move on. They can still fight back a win. And they're only down by one away goal. It's not like the other games that happened today where you got a couple of away goals to work back. Gerard Moreno and Villarreal have a very quality side. It's going to be, yes, it's going to be very hard for Dynamo Zagreb to work their way back into this, especially going home away to Villarreal. And I'm going to say I got Villarreal going on through to the semifinals. It's quite easy to say right now because they got the 1-0 away goal and the away win, and they're going home. But Dynamo Zagreb could surprise us, as we saw last leg against Tottenham Hotspurs. It's going to be quite an interesting one. I would reckon you guys should keep your eyes on this game because it's going to be quite an interesting affair between these two sides. And Unai Emery is probably going to set up defensively. I'm going to see Dynamo Zagreb probably have quite a bit of the ball, I feel, is going to be the next leg. I want to move on to my next game I want to talk about, and that's going to be Arsenal against Slavia Prague. You might have thought I wanted to leave this game for a bit later, but I think this one isn't as interesting as the other two. We had Arsenal against Slavia Prague, and this was at home for Arsenal, which is very interesting because we saw Nicolas Pepe and Arsenal take a 1-0 lead in the 86th minute. And from there, I thought Arsenal had this wrapped up. 86th minute, shut down shop, park the bus, game over. Easy done, 1-0 win at home. And then you move on to the second leg away. But that's not how it went. Arsenal got that home goal with Nicolas Pepe. Pepe looked fantastic to me. I thought he's been very underrated, I think. I think he needs to be highly rated. I think he's a very good player. He's underlooked, and he needs to be talked about a bit more, in my opinion, here. Pepe is a fantastic player, and he's just underlooked in a really crappy Arsenal side. And Mikel Arteta needs to take a long, hard look at himself because Arsenal should be winning this game. And the British team beaters or slayers, whatever you want to call them, we've seen Slavia Prague beat out Leicester, which everyone thought Leicester were going to win the Europa League, my bad. And then you saw Slavia Prague beat Rangers, who were undefeated all year. So that's two British teams just seeing go out there, or UK teams, in my bad. And then you got Arsenal here, cruising 86th minute, you're going to win it, shut down shop. And Holes from Slavia Prague, extra time, injury time, 94th minute, they get the equalizer, 1-1. And you saw Mikel Arteta lose it on the sideline. I couldn't believe Arsenal gave up a 1-0 lead here, and they tied it 1-1. Now you got Slavia Prague going into the driving seat, going back home into Prague. And I'm not sure what Arsenal were doing here. You got 1-0 lead, just shut down shop. You got a lot of experienced players out there. You should be able to hold on to it. You got 10 minutes, or not even after Pepe scores that goal, just to hold on to it. And they just couldn't get the job done. And this has been how Arsenal have been lately in the Europa League. We saw it against Olympiacos last year, and it's just been an underwhelming theme here for Arsenal in Europe. They just can't seem to get it done. In the league, they haven't looked great either. I have I've always said I think once this draw was made, I had Slavia going through because we saw Leicester get put to the sword by Slavia. Slavia's beat Rangers. I'm glad Manchester United didn't get drawn against them because I think they're the dark horse in this race, Slavia Prague, and they're not getting talked about, which I think they should. And I think Slavia Prague are going to go home. I think they're going to win at home too, which is going to shock a lot of people that I'm saying that, but I think they're going to go home and beat Arsenal after they got the draw here. They're probably going to set up defensively, but they might hit on the counterattack, which we saw them do against Rangers when they went away. But yeah, I got Slavia Prague going home and winning, and I got Slavia Prague and Villarreal moving on to play each other in the next round. And I got Arsenal shockingly dropping out, especially after this away goal, really screws them up, and I got Dynamo Zagreb also going out. I'm going to move on to my next game I want to talk about, and that's going to be Granada versus Manchester United. This game, yeah, I had a feeling Manchester United was going to win it, my club, Man United. It wasn't really an interesting game. I mean, you could have fell asleep through halfway and you wouldn't have really missed anything. Rashford scored a beautiful goal. The touch was, what a touch from Marcus Rashford. And it was Granada were playing a very odd high line. I wouldn't have expected them to do this against a Manchester United team that were obviously going to have a lot of the ball. And Victor Lindelof was an unlikely guy to set up Marcus Rashford for a nice assist. You saw Victor Lindelof just pop his head up and see Marcus Rashford making the run over top. And Lindelof beautifully picked him out, and Rashford, he put a nice backspin on it so it didn't screw up Rashford's touch, and Rashford just crested down and easily finished it. Makes it look a lot easier than it really was. And then there was a little push in the 90th minute, which we saw from the Granada defender on Bruno Fernandes in the box, and that turned into being a penalty. And I was really surprised that Granada's goalie didn't save this, which is very odd to hear from a Bruno Fernandes penalty. Bruno didn't have one of his best penalties, which is a shock to say, but it was right at the keeper. It wasn't in the corner. It wasn't far into the corner. Like, he was left side of Bruno, right side of the goalie. He got there quite comfortably. It wasn't tucked away, and the Portuguese goalie got there. But he just scrambled off his line and just couldn't keep it out. I was confused what happened. I thought he saved it, and it went in, thank God, because this basically confirms that I just got Manchester United moving on now. You got 2 away goals going home to Old Trafford. OT. You're not gonna give up 2 away goals to a team like Granada. You could have played 3 games, and Granada didn't look like scoring against us in this game at all. Yes, it was a bore fest. Yes, I wouldn't want to watch it again. I wouldn't waste another hour and a half to sit there and watch this game if you made me. It was god awful. United were terrible, boring, pragmatic football. I don't want to talk about it much more because we cannot be playing this kind of football or it's going to come back to haunt us. It's just like Jose style. But yeah, I got Manchester United moving on, and I got Granada falling out after Granada's had a great Europa League run, and cheers to them. The next game is Roma and Ajax, the final game I want to talk about, and the last game from today, actually, in the quarterfinals of the first leg. And you saw Roma go away to Ajax in Amsterdam in the first leg. And you don't see Ajax lose at home very much, really, I think. And you had them go ahead through a David Klaassen goal in the 39th minute. Going into halftime, you're at a 1-0 lead. You're thinking this is perfect for Ajax. They're going to take the home win and move on to the second leg in Rome. And that's not exactly how it went. Lorenzo Pellegrini, 57th minute, scores a goal for Roma, puts them on the board. Looks like they're going to draw it 1-1, just bog standard, same as the Arsenal game. And I would have still said it's anyone's game going into the second leg. I thought Ajax actually had the better quality of team. I was more worried for United going into the semifinals and having to play Ajax, because I felt we beat AC Milan. Roma's an easier team than AC Milan. Shop shut. We're good. And that's why I was quite shocked to see this result, because I obviously didn't watch this game. I had the United game on and the Arsenal game on. And then I saw Ibanez score in the 87th minute on my phone, and I couldn't believe that Roma took a 2-1 win away at the Johan Cruyff Arena. And for Ajax not be able to hold out a win here, a 1-0 win, or even a 1-1 draw, to say the least. I mean, you're only giving up 1 away goal. Yeah, you can go change that. Yes, you're only down 2-1 going to the second leg, but it is a big task going into the second leg in Roma. Roma is a quality side, don't get me wrong, but Ajax do have a much better squad, I would have to say. But Roma is still a Serie A side. They're still a top squad. They have a very good starting 11, a good coach. And don't get Roma wrong. Don't underestimate Roma. I still think Ajax have a chance of going through, but I don't know what to think of this tie. Really, this is anyone's tie. I'm not going to call this one. You probably want me to, but I am not going to because I think this is going to go either way. And if you are a United supporter or you are just someone who has free time from the Champions League and wants to watch a game Europa League, I'm telling you this is going to be your best match to watch between Roma and Ajax or Dynamo Zagreb and that game over there, because those are just going to be the two best games possible to watch. That Dynamo Zagreb game is going to be fantastic. See them play Villarreal, to see what they got going into Spain, and Ajax going back to Italy is going to be interesting to see what they can pull off. But that is my reaction to the Europa League first leg of the quarterfinals today on the Manchester United game, the Ajax game, Arsenal, and the Villarreal game. Drop your comments below. Let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see. If there's anything you want on your club, a player review you want to see, or if you just like the reaction video to Europa League in general. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and comments, and I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Thank you very much for another great video, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. See you guys.